Information shows that he made over 32 tapes of propaganda for the Vietnamese government. Certainly you do what you need to do to stay alive. Nobody would fault anybody for that. But there comes a point in time where enough is enough.
I'm deeply disturbed by reports of looting, burning villages, and killings of civilians that are in areas under Russian control. Anyone committing human rights abuses or acts in violation of the laws of war should be held accountable.
There's going to be other wars. I'm sorry to tell you, there's going to be other wars. We will never surrender, but there will be other wars. We're going to have a lot of PTSD to treat, my friends. We're going to have a lot of combat wounds that have to do with these terrible explosive IEDs that inflict such severe wounds. And my friends, it's going to be tough.
President Bush has talked about our staying in Iraq for 50 years.
Maybe 100.
Is that
we've been in South Korea. We've been in Japan for 60 years. We've been in South Korea for 50 years or so. That'd be fine with me. It's fine with me. I hope it will be fine with you.
Necessary. We will track him down. We will capture. We will bring him to justice, and I'll follow him to the gates of hell.
After the senator's joke about bombing Iran made headlines.
That old Beach Boys song, Bomb Iran, bomb, 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 bomb.
McCain once again fired back.
Lighten up and get a life. Insensitive to what? The Iranians? My response is lighten up and get a life.
We'll all sit down together and solve this, and we need to do it sooner rather than later.
Senator McCain, Elizabeth Holmes from the Wall Street Journal.
Who else has a question? Yeah, go ahead, please. So,
Well, he started talking into the wrong end of the mic.
Explain, was it painkillers you had a problem with? Explain that.
And I became addicted to painkillers, prescription painkillers. And during the course of that time, of course, what addicts are very good at doing is hiding it from their families, from their friends, from everybody, which is exactly what I did. I hid it from my husband.
She defended her own right to keep her tax returns private.
You'll never release your saying.
No,
never.
No.
Even if you're First Lady.
No.
Because that is, even though a not elected position, you would be in a very public role.
we walk down the streets with no body armor on.
McCain's delegation was guarded by more than 100 American soldiers with 3 Black Hawk helicopters and 2 Apache gunships overhead.
General Petraeus goes out there almost every day in an unarmed Humvee.
Because I checked with General Petraeus' people overnight, and they said that he never goes out in anything less than an up-armored Humvee.
Well, I'm not saying that they could go without protection.
I've been involved in every national security issue for the last 20 years. I am prepared. I am prepared, need no on-the-job training. Al-Qaeda is going back into Iran and receiving training.
You said that the Iranians were training Al-Qaeda.
I'm sorry.
Extremists.
I'm sorry. The Iranians are training extremists, not Al-Qaeda. I've come here and told these people, never again will a disaster, either natural or man-made, be mishandled in this fashion.
McCain said if he were in charge during Katrina, he would have been on the ground helping.
The morning that Katrina made land, mere hours after it hit, where was Senator McCain? Celebrating his own birthday with President Bush right next to Air Force One on the ground in Arizona.
Senator McCain, you have said repeatedly, quote, I know a lot less about economics than I do about military and foreign policy issues. I still need to be educated.
Actually, I don't know where you got that quote from.
I got it from John McCain, and here it is. Quote, I'm going to be honest. I know a lot less about economics than I do about military and foreign policy issues. I still need to be educated.
I've got to convince people, because of my extensive background on the economy and knowledge. I don't have that kind of expertise to know exactly whether he has cut interest rates sufficiently or not.
Senator McCain, are Americans better off than they were 8 years ago?
I think you could argue that Americans overall are better off.
Senator, you do not believe we are better off by any means than we were 8 years ago?
Oh, no. No. we let spending get completely out of control, of course those tax cuts have to remain permanent.
I voted against the tax cuts.
You voted to extend them?
I voted to extend them. I voted against the tax cut. I've always been for tax cuts. We either keep our word or we don't keep our word. I intend to keep my word to the American people.
Is there anybody that's tired of paying $4 a gallon for gasoline? Is there anybody that's sick and tired of it?
To find and connect up a real leader with a real borrower. The first thing I would do is make sure that we have a missile defense system in place in Czechoslovakia. And President Putin and his government, former President Putin. The President Putin of Germany gave one of the old Cold War style speeches, and that's not change we can believe in. Tight household budgets are getting tighter.
You shouldn't have used the word timetable.
Pardon me?
You shouldn't have used the word timetable.
I didn't use the word timetable. I think it's a pretty good timetable, as we should have horizons for withdrawal. Oh, well, look, anything is a good timetable that is dictated by conditions on the ground. Anything is good. One is reducing the energy supplies to Czechoslovakia.
I'm not the youngest candidate in this race. You know that. I'm older than Frankenstein. I got a few scars, and I'm older than dirt, and I've got more scars than Frankenstein. Screwed up that line. But I've been around. We should be able to deliver bottled hot water to dehydrated babies.
I don't. Look, that is so.
It's a very hard struggle, particularly given the situation on the Iraq-Pakistan border.
Why? How can we bring pressure to bear on the government of Somalia? How can we, Sudan. I'm sorry, Sudan.
I will conduct a respectful debate. Now, it'll be dispirited. It'll be spirited. I'm a proud conservative, liberal, conservative Republican. Hello, easy there. And that's not change we can believe in. The oil supplies to the Republic of Czechoslovakia. Remember, excuse me, the Czech Republic. I used to call it the Czech Republic, as you know. To return our party to the principles. If you believe you should pay more taxes, I'm the wrong candidate for you. Senator Obama is your man.
I think he's inside a bubble. I think he's been ginned up a little bit.
I will veto every single beer.
Senator, can you explain why you and your campaign manager have specifically said that Obama played the race card with his comments the other day? And can you elaborate when you said that you fought for equal rights for your entire life, what specifically you've done focusing on improving the lives of African Americans?
All right. Well, first of all, the first question you said, why am I?
Well, what it is when your campaign manager and you reiterated that you backed David.
Thank you very much. It's wonderful to be here in Nevada. It's wonderful to be here in Nevada.
So many other tragic stories of people who are being held hostage by this very cruel and inhumane organization.
Reduction in oil supplies to Czechoslovakia. Where are you? Are you still here? Or are you not? Oh, Mayor Sparks is here.